Hello, friends. Here's the first episode in the same place. It starts for us with this kind of chicken coop. Olya will show you now. Right now, we are not far from the city of Suceava. Here we found these little houses. Well, basically, what more do you need? A lot of comfort. The main thing is traveling. The main thing is dreams. The main thing is the idea. The idea is the most important thing. Now we are going to head to the city of Suceava to look for interesting historical places for you, film them, and tell you about them. This is the Suceava Citadel, built at the end of the 14th century near the city of Suceava. For almost 200 years, it was the residence of the Moldavian rulers. Now it is a historical architectural monument. As we can see, it is being completely restored to its original condition and has been for many years. The main restoration took place from 2012 to 2014. Now we can see that they are once again renovating, renewing, and restoring it. And you can see there's a very stark contrast compared to our previous episodes when we traveled to the castles of Lviv and Ternopil regions. You saw in Ternopil the neglected state of historical sites and architectural monuments. And so I want to draw your attention to the contrast, to how, in general, Romania treats its history. Here, everything is bustling, full of activity. You can see it is truly impressive just how extensive and large-scale this reconstruction project is. I would really like to see that after the war period, in a few years, we too will see our country restoring its history in a way like this.
Suceava Citadel. Oh,
Sarà la pancia già allora però. Sì. Ti sta insegnando come si combatte.
It's interesting that here, when you enter each room, there's some kind of installation in every single one. Almost every single room actually has a projector hologram where some kind of story is being told to visitors. For example, they teach you how to fight with swords, or someone reads out a decree from a king. It's very interesting and enjoyable. You see, people are having weddings here. Now, we're going to show you something that, in our opinion, is truly, genuinely, and really cool, both technologically and historically, and the feature itself is just absolutely amazing. The projection falls perfectly onto a book that is shaped like a stone, and honestly, it's pure genius. I've never seen anything quite like this before, but there's a video that actually plays, carefully adapted to the unique relief of the book itself, and it tells an absolutely amazing and captivating story. It's about journeys, as I understand it. There's some guy walking around and around. Because we don't understand the language that is being spoken here, we can't actually tell you exactly what the story is about. But it is definitely, without a doubt, about journeys and traveling. Look, there are vents all around the room that constantly pump in cold air to keep it dry and cool in here, maintaining the right environment by everyone, for everyone, so that these walls are preserved for as long as possible. There are a lot of emotions because as I travel around the beautiful and historic castles of Ukraine, unfortunately, I really haven't seen anything quite like this in our country. It honestly reminds me of scenes from movies, like when they show the future and you come across some mysterious ruins and then a hologram appears and tells you what those ruins used to be, just like in those old films. You know what I mean? And here you actually see in real life what you once saw in science fiction movies. We just came to the thought that, for example, when we visited the castles in Lviv or Ternopil, we would ask ourselves, like, what are we actually paying 200 hryvnias for? I mean, there was really nothing there, just bare walls, and the castle itself was only interesting from the outside, just for our curiosity. Here, everything is completely different, and so is the price. Roughly, if you convert it to hryvnias, it's about 200 hryvnias. But just look at the scale, the technology, how everything is preserved, how it's restored. And that's exactly what we should have. Not now, but after the war. In 5 years, in 10 years. But this is something we must have. Because those people who don't appreciate, those who aren't truly interested in the history of their own native land, will never have a future. Because history is always cyclical. For example, everything that's happening in the country now already happened in Lenin's time, almost exactly the same. So this is how our journey through Europe begins, quite interestingly. You know, yesterday I had a really interesting idea to follow the path of heads and tails. Anyway, we have these things I once ordered. Why should I explain it to you? I'll show you. I carefully brought all of them with me. Once, quite a long time ago, Bilka the Traveler actually made them for me. These are little wooden plaques with my channel's logo. We decided to follow the heads and tails principle and carefully hide them in the places we visit. You, the viewers, can, just for fun, you can find it and have this little gift from us. Look, this is our first one, which we're going to hide now. So it's located. Let me show you exactly where it is. As you can see, right now we're currently at the parking lot, which is situated near the Suceava Citadel. Olya is filming me and I'm filming her. And here is our special gift for all of our subscribers. We're hiding it right now. See, as you can see, there's actually a stage here, right by the parking lot. We carefully hid it right under the very first step. Whoever manages to find it, please record a story about your discovery and post it online. It doesn't matter which social media platform you choose, just make sure to tag us so we can see it. That's where our first episode, a short one, ends. A small first step on this long, long journey indeed. Ours will last for several weeks, perhaps even longer. See you in the next episode. Bye-bye. Glory to Ukraine.